Just the thought of you is a winter legacy. Frost waking up in the icy barn and dawn. A storm in his eyes, the chill carry on. Oh yeah, Snowflake singing a song with a voice so pure. The world is turning white and our land is beauty. Crystal sky and shimmering light. Winter kingdom is shining bright, together they arise. The frost and the flake, a bond unbroken. The world they remark, frosty and the snowflake, ruler of the cold. A story of power, together they are bold. From the icy peak to the valley below, they regain the supreme in the winter's glow. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, they do. Snowflake is spinning with their grateful hand, and frost is carrying the beauty across the land. Yeah. Painting in the night, a symphony of snow, pure delight. The dawn is creeping in and melting their dreams. A fire force is tearing the scene. But together they stand in hand, they storm unite to save their land. Frosty and the snowflake, a ruler of the cold, a story of power. Together they are bold, from the icy peak to the valley below. They reign in their supreme in the winter glow. Blazing wind, they twisted in a roar. Frosty and the snowflake, a heart of lore. With the crystal of power, the dawn subside. With the magic, it never dies. So when you hear the snow falling and the wind is taking a flight, think of the frost and the snowflake might. A tale of the winter, a forever song, the frost and the flake, where it all began. Frosty and that snowflake, a winter legacy.
Glacialis was a realm of perpetual winter. Towering ice castles scraped the sky. Shimmering glaciers stretched as far as the eye could see. The northern lights danced across the horizon, painting the snow with ethereal hues. This was the domain of Frost, the king of winter, and Snowflake, the winter spirit. Frost, a towering figure with a beard like frozen waterfalls, was a just and powerful ruler. His heart, though, was as cold as the winds that howled through his kingdom. He ruled with Snowflake, a being of pure winter magic who could conjure blizzards with a whisper and freeze rivers with a touch. They were bound to protect Glacialis. It was a sacred duty passed down through generations of winter rulers. They were guardians of the balance, ensuring the cycle of seasons continued its eternal dance. But a threat was brewing in the south. a fiery menace that threatened to consume Glacialis in an inferno. Since time immemorial, the four seasons, spring, summer, autumn and winter, had maintained a sacred pact. Each ruled for their allotted time, their powers ebbing and flowing in harmony. This balance was the cornerstone of their world. Ember, the queen of heat and ruler of the southern inferno, grew restless. Her heart, a furnace of ambition, craved more. She envied winter's serene beauty, the magical allure that held sway over Glacialis. Why should winter reign eternally? She seethed, her fiery eyes reflecting the molten rivers of her realm. The time for change is nigh. Ember rallied her forces. Fiery serpents, their scales shimmering with molten gold, rose from volcanic pits. Salamanders with eyes like burning coals emerged from the earth. A crimson army radiating intense heat marched north, leaving a trail of scorched earth in their wake. Their destination, Frostspire, the heart of Glacialis and the seat of Frost's power. News of the approaching army reached Frostspire. A chill deeper than usual settled over the ice castle. The air crackled with anticipation. The time had come to defend Glacialis. Frost summoned his own army. Polar bears, their roars echoing like thunder, emerged from their icy dens. Ice wraiths, their forms swirling like snowdrifts, materialized from the blizzard winds. Loyal to their king, they prepared to fight for their frozen homeland. Snowflake, her eyes shimmering with icy resolve, stood beside Frost. She called upon the spirits of winter, weaving powerful enchantments to bolster their defenses. Frostspire, she vowed, would not fall. The fate of Glacialis hung in the balance. The battle for winter was about to begin. Section 5. Clash of Ice and Fire. The crimson tide crashed upon the icy shores of Glacialis. Fire met ice in a cataclysmic clash. The sky turned a chaotic canvas of fire and frost. The very air crackled with opposing energies. Frost, wielding a battle axe forged from the heart of a glacier, led the charge. His icy breath froze enemies in their tracks. He fought with the fury of a blizzard, cutting a path through the fiery ranks. Ember, her laughter echoing like the roar of a volcano, met his fury head-on. Flames danced around her, forming a protective shield. She wielded a whip of pure heat, leaving trails of molten ice in its wake. The battle raged. Despite their valiant efforts, Frost and his forces began to falter. The heat was overwhelming, melting even the bravest warrior's resolve. Snowflake saw the despair creeping into her people's eyes. She knew this conflict would only end in destruction. There had to be another way. As Frost and Ember prepared for a final devastating confrontation, Snowflake intervened. She stepped between them, her voice echoing with the power of 1,000 blizzards. "Stop!" she commanded, her voice, though soft, cut through the din of battle. The two monarchs, locked in their furious dance of destruction, paused. They turned to Snowflake, their eyes blazing with questions. "This is madness!" she cried, her voice filled with anguish. "This battle will consume us all, leaving nothing but ashes and melted ice." She spoke of the ancient pact, the delicate balance that held their world together. She reminded them that they were not enemies, but guardians of a cycle far greater than themselves. Her words, infused with the magic of winter, pierced through their anger. The flames around Ember flickered, and the frost on Frost's beard seemed to thaw a little. For a moment, silence reigned. The only sound was the crackling of dying flames and the mournful sigh of the wind. Then, slowly, Ember lowered her whip. The flames around her receded, revealing a flicker of regret in her eyes. Frost, his gaze softening, lowered his axe. He saw the devastation around him, the pain in the eyes of his people, and he knew Snowflake was right. With a sigh, he nodded. "You are right, Snowflake. This madness ends now." And so the battle ended, not with a roar, but a whisper. Ember withdrew her forces, the crimson tide receding back to the south. The land slowly began to heal, the scars of battle fading with time. The The seasons once more flowed in their eternal dance. They learned that true power lay not in dominance but in harmony and understanding. Winter remained, beautiful and serene, a testament to the delicate balance that held their world together. Glacialis, though forever marked by the conflict, continued to thrive, a beacon of hope in a world constantly seeking equilibrium.